Hey guys, wanted to show you a little bit how these trailer towers go together. So we have one assembled here. Let me turn this thing around. Okay, so here you can see we have the legs attached to the base. A couple things to pay attention to when you're assembling these. So when you bring these legs in, you're going to want to make sure that they're all the way in against these blocks, and then you'll put the two top screws in. You'll do that on all four of them, and then go ahead and put these braces on, and that will adjust your angle to where it needs to be. And I probably wouldn't tighten the first two fasteners all the way. Just get them in nice and snug, and then put these braces on, these angle braces at the bottom. And then you're going to go ahead and put all these cable braces on. And there's just a slotted hole at the bottom, and there's a ferrule on the end of the cable. You slide that into the slot. Put your hook into the slot up here, and you'll just snug it up just to where it doesn't fall out of the slot down here. And you'll do that all the way around. And when you're attaching this, when you're putting on these legs, there's two legs that have a hole in them, just like that. You're going to want to make sure that you can take this pipe, and that'll slide through that hole and through the hole on the other side. And that is where the ladder attaches to. So you're going to want to make sure those holes are lined up directly opposite of each other. So once you have the base, the legs attached to the base, we'll go ahead and set it on its legs. Okay, so once you have it standing on its legs, you're going to want to make sure that all four legs are sitting on the ground equally, that it's not kind of tipsy from one corner to the other. And to do that, you're going to loosen these cable braces. You're going to loosen all those, and that'll allow it to sit down nice and level, and then you'll tighten all those up equally. So once you've done that, you're going to want to go ahead and assemble the trailer, and I'll show you what that looks like. Let's turn this around. So here you can see the trailer mostly assembled. You're going to want to, when you start assembling this, just kind of lay it out the way you think it's going to be. The shorter channels are going to be up front, and you'll see the angle. It can only be put on here one way. That gets bolted to the tongue, just like that. Gets sandwiched in between the two tongue pieces. And make sure you have the piece with the bent sides. That's what reinforces it, and that's what's going to carry your weight. Obviously the jack stand goes in just like that. This grate gets bolted in here. There's two bolts on the inside of that, and essentially all the holes that are not slotted do not require flat washers, but on the ones that are slotted, like underneath, on these angle pieces, and obviously on some of these, and then on this plate that holds the axle to the frame. This one is a little slotted, and then this one is just nice and round, so that one does not require any flat washers. Here you can see the jack stands. And once again, this is the angles that will hold that the legs will attach to. Two holes here, and there's two holes at the bottom of the legs. And you'll just need to make sure that the flats of these angles, you'll see on all four of them, they are pointed towards the center of the trailer. So make sure that this flat spot is angled towards the center, and that's where these legs are going to be attaching to. Other than that, obviously you'll attach the axles to or the wheels to the axles, and other than that, it is pretty straightforward. We have a couple of little flat stocks welded to the top of the frame here, and that is just to indicate where your frame will bolt together, and that keeps it from sliding back and forth. Same way back here, the axles, you'll have that little piece. And on these plates, you'll just need to make sure that the holes line up for the U-bolts. And once you have the trailer fully assembled, you'll go ahead and just lift this part and set it on the trailer and bolt the legs to those brackets, and you're ready to finish assembling the blind. Okay, so we have the tower sitting on the trailer with all the bolts installed. And so when you go to tighten these bolts, let me turn this around and I'll show you. All right, so when you go to tighten this thing, you're going to want to make sure everything is loose until you have everything assembled. There's a couple things that you could tighten up, but essentially you're going to want to start at the front, tighten that up, and then come back here, tighten these up. But the bolts under the axle, or that attach the axle to that plate, need to stay loose until you have the legs attached to the brackets that attach to the frame. Reason being, this frame needs to be able to adjust to the width to be able to accommodate those legs. So good luck with that. Definitely let us know if you have any questions or if we can help in any way. Appreciate you.